Namaste everyone. Welcome to our West Coast Gentle Yoga session. This type of gentle yoga is designed as a palliative yoga. Palliative yoga is primarily a preventive style, but it can have therapeutic effects also. It is designed for stress reduction and to increase the energy of communication in body systems, which stimulates better immune system and body's repair mechanism. One feels better and minor issues can get resolved. Yoga brings good health of mind and body, inner awareness, and a sense of cosmic connection. Regular discipline practice is key. So if you miss a day, please use the video recording on YouTube at Life in Yoga Rajan. Yoga is not a physical exercise and it's not a religious practice either. So people with any religious background can do this. This type of gentle yoga can be done sitting on a chair or on the floor. Some points to note is always keep your spine straight but not stiff. And if you need to, support your back. Do these practices gently, smoothly, and without jerks. Slower is better. Visualize the part of the body being exercised for maximum benefit. Follow instructions to avoid adverse reactions. There should be no strain and you should do it within your capacity. Make sure your breathing is slow and smooth. If anything causes pain or discomfort, please stop immediately, avoid the practice, and seek clarification. If you have any questions regarding personal problem, please send an email to the email addresses provided in the reminder email. And remember, liability is entirely yours. Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. As usual, we begin with 3 ohms. Let's take a deep breath in. So as usual, the first 15 minutes, we have our excuse me, question answer sessions. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask.
Mr. Mahajan wants to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Namaste, Dr. Rajan. If you will bear with me, I'd like to go back to my basic question about creation and cosmos. When we talked about it the last time, I had asked creation when and of what. And I think I kind of steered you in the direction of the Big Bang time. And you said, yeah, these Yoga Sutra will go back to that time. I had thinking about it and I have a hard time accepting it. Much of the discussion Yoga Sutra related is about birth and rebirth and reincarnation and the like, as I understood. I admit I still see only the forest, not quite the trees yet. So I like to submit that Yoga Sutra should go back to the time only when mankind came about, which we can debate, when it was. At least civil life more or less came about, say, 5,000 years ago. So that's one question. And I also wonder about, as the classical question goes, did man made God or God made man? As far as man making God is concerned, it's very practical. We are not necessarily born knowing the concept of God, but we grow up with it because of this or that religion. And most religions believe in God. Only the atheists declare that they don't. And I wonder how it relates to yoga in general and Yoga Sutra in particular. So if you could comment on that, it'll be very satisfying for me, and I hope to the others. Thank you.
The first thing I will ask you is, I presume with your interest in physics and all of that, a few years back, you remember the pictures of the supernova that was going around when they discovered which was that telescope that found it? You remember what I'm talking about, right? The supernova.
I understand.
The Hubble, I think.
Hubble telescope.
Hubble, exactly. Hubble telescope found it. Do you know how many years before that supernova happened? Before we saw the light in Earth?
Oh, it takes light years, meaning a long time.
Exactly. So the point I'm trying to tell you is, if we can experience something or see something that happened light years before, why cannot Patanjali know what happened light years before about creation?
That's since it is related to mankind, all these sutras were related to mankind. And therefore, it makes no sense to me to talk about man's knowledge before there was even mankind around. That's all.
No,
Very simple.
you didn't see the point that I'm making. You see, you're alive now, whereas the supernova happened billions of years ago.
I agree.
Okay?
Understand.
But the light has come only now, like a few years back. When it came, you were able to see it. So in other words, you're able to go into the past. And so man can have come whenever they came, but the point of experience of being able to see in the past is possible.
But all you are saying is the existence of the universe is many, many years, $13 billion, 13 billion years, they say. But mankind is only very young in that context. That's all my point is.
Mankind can be as young as it is, but the mankind, when it is present, can look into the past. And that is what the Hubble telescope showed us.
Understand. And the equations show that and so on. That I understand.
Yes. So from that perspective, for us to kind of equate when mankind came and, looking back how creation came, for us to say, how can you know how creation came, based upon mankind is only so much, that argument doesn't hold. Especially if you take the Hubble telescope example, where you see a supernova that happened billions of years back, being only seen like a few years ago.
That to me only means, yes, the universe is that old, 13 billion years.
Yes, but the thing is, when did you know that? When did you observe the supernova? Only like a few years back.
Only recently, yes.
And that thing so the ability to observe the past can be much later. So when man came and to know about the creation with Big Bang or whatever, that has no relevance when mankind came or not. When mankind observed or sensed it is the only thing that matters.
I think what you're saying is relevant, but that does not make mankind as old as the things that it can see from the past.
But we are not talking about the age of mankind. We are only talking about the age of creation.
I understand. Creation is that old, but
fine. So now coming back to the other question that you asked about was, what was that?
Did man create God or God created man?
Okay. They
And my
think,
thesis is, yes, we know man certainly created God. But the
well,
other way around, it is based on belief, not on science.
see, the key part is there is no way to convince anybody that there is such an entity as God.
Right? That's my
Okay?
point.
Except if you experience it yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, basically, yoga is the path for that self-experience. Okay? Now, it is common that within our yoga session, we have the larger yoga session that is at 5:30 in the Eastern time. So it was like began about 3 hours back. We had the session over there. In that session on a daily basis, we have about 250 people who attend. Okay. So it's a very big family gathering. And so in the 250 people who attend over there, it is very fascinating for me to observe. There is clearly about 50 to 80 people over there who are so much focused on being in a meditative mood. If anybody talks in between other than the instructions that I'm giving, they get seriously upset.
Okay.
They say, no talking in between. We are all in that nice zoned out meditative mood. We want to be there, no interruptions. Now, on the other hand, there are at least about 100 people over there. If by mistake their microphone turns on, you notice that they're listening to the news over there, or they're having a chat with somebody else on the phone, or there is music, something playing over there. So, this is one thing they're doing and everything else is happening in the background. Now, there is even one person who occasionally he has his his snacks and eating while he is watching over there. He may be completely oblivious to the fact that everybody is watching him sit and eat over there while the yoga session is going on. Okay.
Understand.
So what happens is different people come into a yoga session for different reasons. So there are people who come in for physical health or maybe mental health. And there is a very, very small proportion of people who come for the more spiritual awareness, what is beyond the body and the self-realization. Now, I don't know why you are over here, but I'm not about to tell you whether God made man or man made God. I won't get into that this thing. All I am in yoga, we are only about working with a set of practices, and the only thing that you will believe in is what you experience.
Understand. That's fair.
So we leave it at that.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. So anybody else thought or question?
I posted some questions for you in the chat box, 3 or 4 questions, but please answer them only after others have had a chance.
Okay.
Narayan, you
Yes.
mentioned about 2 kinds of meditation,
Yeah.
the transcendental and also mindfulness.
Yes.
Is it okay to do both?
Well, what do you prefer, coffee or tea?
in the morning, I like coffee, but in the afternoon, I like tea.
Okay. So the thing is,
the reason I ask Narayan is that the both has its at least in personally appeal. One is from the emotion side, or the bhakti, if you call, and the other from getting connected, which is the transcendental provides. So is there any harm, or is it okay? That's the basic question.
see, mindfulness meditation covers a very wide territory. Okay. If you go into the field of psychology, they call it as, expressive mindfulness versus non-expressive mindfulness. Like they will say, if a person is doing a painting or an artwork and they're fully engrossed in it, they will call it as expressive mindfulness meditation. Okay. By the same token, if a person is like in Vipassana meditation, they are focusing from the top of the head, going all the way down to the feet and coming up, right? And of course, in the Anapana meditation that precedes the Vipassana, they focus on the breath, right, in the nostrils. So when you're focused like that, that is a concept of mindfulness. By the same token, if you have a happy memory and you simply keep your mind focused on that, that is mindfulness. In fact, what it is Patanjali tells you right in the first chapter, whatever brings your mind from wandering, you can have a point of concentration that is good for you, right? And so so in other words, what does that do to you? Finally, when the absorption takes place, that is when you enter the stage of samadhis, starting with the sabija samadhi, right? So now the difference between mindfulness and the transcendental meditation is, the moment you use the word bhakti, then it goes into a belief system. Okay. Now, what happens is, Patanjali also tells you that if you believe in a concept of this devata or that of and devata or anything like that, that's as far as you will reach. You will never reach the highest.
I see.
Because your own mind will form its limitations. Okay.
Okay.
And so now the transcendental meditation. Now, as I told you, these kind of mindfulness meditation where no devatas or anything is involved, right? Those are all things that doesn't require any faith or anything like that. Okay.
Right.
Now, on the other hand, transcendental meditation is in a completely different category. It is the equal and opposite vibration of all the composite vibration of your programs that are activating. By bringing that vibration in there, you silence the whole system, and you also create the connection from the physical entity beyond. Okay. So obviously, if you have the option of transcendental meditation, there is no point wasting your time on mindfulness.
I see.
Right?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. It seems like there are a few questions more that have come in the chat box, but we will have to close out in 2 minutes. Go ahead, Vedji. Yeah.
Okay. If you're practicing transcendental meditation, I think automatically you get into mindfulness itself also.
Actually, the first step of transcendental meditation is mindfulness.
Yeah.
In the sense, if you're focusing on a sound, okay, the first thing that you do is, it is like mindfulness. However, normal mindfulness does not create the equal and opposite vibration that will allow you to transcend. So that is what mantra does for you, your personal mantra. Okay. So there are 2 questions in the box over here, whether we can do a session on Bhagavad-Gita. It cannot be one session. It'll be a lot more than one session. And the second question is whether there is any suggestion for tinnitus for a friend of Tej Mucherla. Okay. See, the 2 things over here. If there is an interest in Bhagavad-Gita, we have to do it separately from this session, because what happens is, unlike the Yoga Sutras, which is basically what I call religion neutral, even though the word Ishvara is there in the Sanskrit language and all of that is completely religion neutral. Okay. Now, Bhagavad-Gita is also in many ways religion neutral, because it's only a conversation between 2 people. And it's a longer text over there. And the other part of it is not an essay that is written in the way in which the Yoga Sutras is written. Okay. So we can go into Bhagavad-Gita, but Bhagavad-Gita is a more long-winded element. And the other part of it is, Okay, I'm going to say it. I normally, there are many things I don't say in public, and I know this YouTube is over there, and people are watching. Okay, but what happens is, once as a yogi you can transcend time, you can know the nature of all the people of the past and present and everything. Okay, so you have heard of all these avatar business, right?
Yes, sir. I have.
An avatar is only a being that changes the course of the cosmic flow of civilization. That's about all. It does not tell you how much Atma Vidya or how much innate knowledge or wisdom that entity had or something. It doesn't tell you that.
Okay. I think there were some connections you made between some of the Bhagavad-Gita shlokas and some of the Yoga Sutras. So I was thinking if we can maybe do few sessions on Bhagavad-Gita, not the word-by-word translation as such, but like your take, like your interpretation of those.
We'll see what happens. I think that would be an ideal topic for a retreat. And,
Okay.
we have 2 retreat centers that will be actually one retreat center, which is already available for us
Mhm.
once the COVID situation is gone. And there is another retreat center that is being constructed in Houston, not very far from you.
Okay.
Actually, it is on close to the crossing of Route 6 and Beach Nut.
Yes, that's not very far. That's like, I think 20
Exactly,
miles or
right
so. Yeah.
close to where you are.
Very close. Yeah.
Yes, and so the thing is basically, and that should probably be ready by end of next year.
Okay. So I'll look forward to those sessions, Dr. Rajan, whenever you are ready, whenever the time comes, would be happy to listen to your interpretation and the connections with Yoga Sutra also. That would make much more sense then.
Yeah, I think that will be better. But coming back, where was I was saying
Thank
something?
you.
Was I saying something else?
You were talking
He
about
had another question on the
Yeah.
tinnitus, that question he had.
Okay, that's fine. So tinnitus is really a cause that has been recognized as the side effects of long-term use of certain medications. Okay, and so to get over tinnitus, if the person continues to have medications, it's not going to go away. And so with mantras, we can reduce the impact and things. And but we can never tell with certainty whether we can overcome it because of the influence of medications. So let's finish over here. Let's begin. We are already over time now. Bring the awareness to the perineum, and we will begin with the mantra Lam at the perineum, pressing the little finger with the thumb. Release the fingers and continue. Lam. Now bring the awareness 1 inch above the perineum, and there we do Vam, pressing the ring finger. Let's take a deep breath in. Vam. Actually, let me stop here. It looks like we have some new people here, right? Is there anybody here who has not attended this session before? Because I'm not giving detailed instructions. Well, if you have, nobody is responding, fine. Let's continue. Vam. 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 Release your fingers and continue. Bring your awareness behind the navel in the middle of the body and pressing it in the middle finger. We do the mantra Ram. Take a deep breath in. Ram. 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 Release the fingers and continue. Ram. Ram. Bring the awareness in between the breasts and the middle of the body, and there we do the mantra Yam, pressing the index finger with the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Yam. Yam. Yum. Release the fingers and continue. Bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do the sound hum. Thumbs up mudra. Hum. Release the fingers and continue. Bring the awareness in the middle of the head, and here we do the sound shum with the thumbs up. Shum. Release the fingers and continue. Shum. Now bring the awareness to the top of the head, and there we do the sound Om, thumbs up mudra. Now you're ready to go on to the happy face breathing, Dojay Pranayama.
Close your eyes and bring your attention to the throat. Throat is at the base of the mouth through which air and food passes. Focusing there, make a big smile. And as you make a big smile, feel a stretch in the throat. Focusing on the stretch, inhale and exhale slowly and gently as you feel the air rub against that stretch. Please continue. And if there's anybody new, bigger the smile, the better it is for the effect and the stretch. We'll now move on to the respiratory mantra. Close your eyes and bring your attention to the sternum in the middle of the body. From the sternum, feel a straight line going to the top of the head and leaving the body. Along that line, mentally vibrate Haim, Im, Am. We don't say it aloud. Just mentally vibrate Haim, Im, Am and make sure it leaves the body. Please continue. We'll now move to the spinal alignment exercises. And Manjusha will lead us through the spinal alignment exercises today.
Hello, everybody. Keep your spine erect and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, move one ear to the same side shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, back. And we continue. And one more pair. One side, the other. Now take another deep breath in. As you exhale, look over one shoulder. Inhale, come back. As you exhale to the other shoulder. Inhale, back. Keep your spine erect, but not rigid. You can allow some movement. And one more pair. To one side. And the other. Breathing in, pull your chin up. And breathing out, chin down. Allow movement to happen in your upper back. And one more time. With your chin down, while you're breathing in, you make half a circle up. And then exhale while coming down the other side. We are making neck rotation. And try to be slow and gentle. As we come down, now we change direction. Breathing in, half circle up. Breathing out, the other half circle downwards. It's good not to lean at the back if you can. It will help in other postural muscles. So whenever you're tired, you can lean back again. And one more time. Okay, come back with your spine erect. Put your hands like this on your knees. While breathing in, we pull up our shoulders so that our hands slide up, back, and down. Sorry, we are doing one by one, alternate. One shoulder, and then the other shoulder. And breathe in and out, back and down. In, pull up the other shoulder. Exhale, back and down. Continue. Slow, complete movement. Try to pull your elbow up so that you can bring your shoulder higher up. And one more pair. Inhale up and exhale back and down. Inhale and exhale. Next, hands. Stretch out your arms. Open up your palms. Stretch out your fingers. Breathe in. As you breathe out, thumbs in, make a fist downwards. Stretch downwards. Breathing in, up, open. Breathe out. And one more time. Keep your fists down as you breathe in, half circle up as you breathe out, the other half, and continue. In and exhale. And one more time. We change directions now. Breathing in the other way around and breathing out. Okay, now bring your elbows at the level of the shoulders. Open your hands. Breathing in, return outwards and coming down. Exhale, we make a fist. Again, breathing in, up. And breathing out, slowly. Okay, let's change direction now. Breathing in, up and towards ourselves. Breathing out. So inhale while our hands are going up. Exhale, the half circle down. Next, make a finger lock and place it at the back of your head so that your elbows are in line, in a straight line. Breathe in. As you breathe out, turn to one side. Inhale, coming back. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back and continue. And one more pair. Come back and on the other side. Now hold your elbows at the top of your head. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bend on one side and stretch the same side of the arm, pulling on the elbow. Inhale, come back. Exhale, pull on the other elbow so that you feel the stretch on the side of your chest. Inhale, come back. And continue. One more pair. One side. Inhale back and the other side. And now you're going to hold your arms at the back, holding the elbows at the back. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you turn to one side. Inhale, coming back. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, come back. And one more pair. The other side. Release your arms. Now put your hands on the both sides of the back of your spine. And while breathing in, you arch over to one side. Breathe out, coming back. Breathe in. Breathe out, coming back. Inhale. Arching, exhale. Coming back and change sides. Don't be scared to move. You can press on your feet to keep you stable. And one more pair. Inhale, going back. Exhale, forward. Next is both shoulder rotations. So breathing in, pull up your shoulders. Breathing out, back and down. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, back and down. Let your arms move. Try to release the shoulders. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Now cross over your foot on one knee. Hold the same knee which is up. Exhaling, pulling it towards the shoulder and looking over to the other side. Inhale, come down and repeat. Exhale, pulling and twisting. Inhale, coming back. And one more time. And we change sides. Exhaling, pulling and turning. Inhale, coming back. And one more time. Next is cycling. So bring one knee up, stretch your leg, and let it go down. Make a circle. And once more. Change sides. And once more. Sit up straight. Keep your eyes closed.
Thank you, Manjusha.
Thank you.
We'll move to Anulom Vilom, or the alternate nostril breathing. So we exhale and inhale through the same nostril. If you begin your first inhalation with the left nostril, you exhale and inhale through the right nostril. Close your right nostril. Exhale and inhale through the left nostril. Close your left nostril. Alternate and continue. As we complete the breath, we'll move to Bhastrika Pranayama. Anyone new to the practice today? If not, we'll move into the pranayama. So the exhalation is a little longer than the inhalation, and keeping time in mind today, we'll probably have time for one round. As we do this, please visualize the vitality of the breath as we inhale and exhale. When you're ready, inhale, exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Observe any sensations within.
As the sensations in your head dissipate, we will now go into meditation. Tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts, and I care about nothing. If you have a personal mantra, you can chant that personal mantra in your mind. We will have the Om playing in the background. You can focus on the Om. Use whatever mudra works for you. Keeping our eyes closed, affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I was born. Bring both your palms in front of your face, and as you open your eyes, look directly into the palm of your hands.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manjusha. Thank you, Vijaya. Thank you,
Namaste.
everybody. Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you, Vijaya.
Thank you.